Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to see who shows up. This is Talking Animals with Mitchell. It's a Facebook Live event. I'm going to share this on my other page, so that's why I'm looking down. So let me post that. So, hey everybody. So let me know if you're out there watching live, and it's live Sunday, March 30th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time, EDT or EST. And I usually do this every other Sunday night, and then I alternate a mindfulness session. And so it's been a while because I was on kind of a vacation, and then we came back early, and I just didn't put another one up because I wanted to see how life was going to be among the COVID-19 pandemic that's going on. And tonight, I am going to do a little self-compassion mindfulness animal meditation, and just utilizing either your animal, remembrance of an animal, or you can just call in an animal and just, kind of connect to them for a little bit of self-compassion. So we'll do that, and I have like 3 animals that I'm going to be doing a reading on. You have to always send me the pictures ahead of time so I can upload them and do my thing. But so hopefully those who posted the pictures of the animal will be here tonight. If they are, it'll be a nice give and take. If they're not, I'll do a quick tap in, kind of a real mini reading. But yes, so and I'm also going to pull some cards I'm going to pull from the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck from Bernadette King. I'm going to pull an Oracle card for kind of a spiritual guidance for everybody watching. I'm going to pull a tarot card for kind of like the physical, earthy kind of guidance. And then I'll do the readings. But first, I want to set an intention for all of us. And also, you might be watching this on my YouTube channel, because once I'm done with the live, I ship it over there and archive it as well, in case you ever want to go back to this live event, especially with like the meditations and the information and the mini lessons and things like that, or if you get a reading. So, Katrin and Charlie, if you're out there, just let me know that you're with me. Because I've got the pictures of, let me see. So Bumblebinks, Boo, and Dolly Cat Go Lightly. So I just want to know if you're out there. So when we get to the reading time, which will probably be in about 15 minutes, I imagine tonight we'll probably go for just about 30 minutes total. So let me set an intention for us. And this is something that I started doing years ago with my clients. I started doing it in my morning meditation back here in the red chair. You can see right back there where I'm meditating. Hey, Charlie, you're here. Great. Good. Katrin, you're here. And Katrin, am I pronouncing it right? Or is it Katrine or Katrin? I think it's Katrin. So you have to, if it's Katrin, type C-A-T and then like space R-I-N. If it's Katrine, do like K-A space T-R-I-N-E. That way I'll know. So anyway, so let me set a very clear intention for all of us watching this, experiencing this. And this is something that's very high vibrational. Hey, Susan. First one. So Katrin. So I'll go with Katrin. So this is to bring us into a place of high vibration, unify us. It's great for all the keywords that I'm using. So just take a couple deep breaths, and you can agree with all of it, part of it, or none of it. And the intention is this for all of us watching this, that we would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, grounding, centering, balance, peace, harmony, alignment, joy, abundance, love, great care, compassion, health, wellness, safety, courage, and encouragement. I set the intention that we would resonate, operate, and vibrate in the highest frequency of that divine source, that pure white light, love, God, goddess energy, whatever you want to call it. And I call it any and all of you are my angels and guides, and those we work with on the other side, whether we know who they are or not, as long as they stay in high vibration and play nice into this time we have together for our highest good and greatest growth, I say, and so it is. And so it is. So, like I said, we're going to do a self-compassion mindfulness meditation in just a few moments. But first, I just want to kind of give you a little bit of like what's up. So, in case you don't know, 9 months ago, my husband and I, Fabian, we had a glorious vacation plan, which would have ended yesterday. And it was to be on a cruise out of Hong Kong. to Shanghai, to Beijing. And on January 26th, we jumped ship and headed over to one that was going out of San Diego, down through Mexico, through the Panama Canal, Aruba, and then back to Fort Lauderdale, and just a 3-hour drive home. Well, on March 11th, we continued that journey. And we got on the boat, and in 4 days, they said, got to get off. That's when all cruise lines shut down. The good thing is they probably did this on purpose. We're in Puerto Vallarta, so it's an international airport. And within 2 hours of them saying the next morning we're going to have to get off, I had plane flights booked. We're back home. All is good. We actually made it back very easily. And my husband's been working as he can with his clients that need him, that he's essential for them. And for me, I've been kind of on a self-quarantine only because I got off a cruise ship. My ship had nothing going on, none of the ports, nothing, but my company instituted a policy right as my boat was leaving the dock that said, if you do come back, you have to stay home, which is no big deal because tomorrow I get to go back to work once I'm released. And that was the day when I was supposed to go back anyway. But so it's been an interesting ride. I've been keeping and maintaining some normalcy in my life, meditating every morning, exercising every day, except 1 day a week. It's my practice, personal practice, having good lunch, taking naps when I could, reading, having my afternoon coffee like I always do, dinner with my husband, TV, bed. So it was a nice structure of kind of like what normally happens. So it's been very interesting. I hope I send you those intentions and vibrations in the beginning for that healing, the guidance, the peace, the harmony, the alignment, all that good stuff for whatever you've got going on in your life right now. And many of us are in our homes with our cats and dogs and other animals right here. Bartolomeo, I have to pull up one of my my office chairs for him because he comes in and he sits in the chair. If I pick him up, he gets fussy because he's relaxed and asleep. So we're home with our animals. So this is a good night to do some compassion, using our animals' energy and connecting with them. But first, like I said, from the Arc Animal Tarot, from my friend Bernadette King, this is an amazing deck. It's a full tarot deck. And then it's also like another 100 cards that are oracle cards. And this is what the back of the cards look like. So first, this is a message for anybody who's with us watching this, whether it's live or in the playback. This is a message from our animal friends, companions, teachers, spiritual ones, spiritual beings, sentient beings. And this is more for the physical world. So what's going on with us physically? What can we take from their message? And let's just see what they have to say for us right now. So final cut. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. So oh my gosh, the bat. This is the Hangman. This is perfect. And earlier today, I did the Shadowland Tarot unboxing, which had bats all in it. So here is our bat, and I raved about the bat in that deck because it was actually the Hangman in that deck was a giant bat as well. So this is this beautiful kind of white albino bat, and this is about self-surrender, prophetic powers, facing darkness. So this is a beautiful message for us because this is where we are, in a hangman state. And I love that this beautiful animal, this bat, is telling us it's okay. This is what it's supposed to be. I love the words at the bottom, self-surrender, prophetic power, facing darkness. So a lot of people are going through some serious darkness because they're not evolved, they're not enlightened, they're full of panic and fear, where many of us are like, okay, I felt something was coming, or this feels right in an odd, bizarre way. But yes, so our bat here is telling us that we are right where we are supposed to be. And our bat tells us that we're here for a little bit, and then we get on the move again. Hey, Tricia. So from our animal oracle deck, because the other half of the deck is oracle versus tarot, let's see what they have to say about spiritual. So physically, we're stuck. We're trapped. We're hangman. All right? And we're supposed to be right there. So let's put these two together. So let's see what they say spiritually with the oracle cards, and then we'll put the two together and just kind of go from there. So what do they say for us? Kangaroo. Maternal, quantum leap directions. So from a spiritual perspective, we are about to make some huge leaps. All right. And this is maternal. Can we say Mother Earth? Can we say, Gaia is, everything I kept saying to people when they asked me, what do you think's going on? I just said, Mother Earth is tired. She is exhausted and she needs to rest, and we got to help her. We need to do some of the heavy lifting while Mama rests. So I love this, that we're talking about a giant quantum leap in direction. Where are we going to go from here? Once our hangman time is over, where are we going to go? All right. What is the direction that we're going to take? So such beautiful, beautiful cards, such a beautiful message from these beautiful animals in our lives. So keeping the things that are important. But yes, Susan, I love it. I love it. So there's our message from the animals. So now what I want to do is just take you through just like a 5-minute meditation, because I want to get to the 3 animals that I have to read tonight. So the meditation is a self-compassion one. And if you have an animal in your life, in your house, they don't have to be with you, but you can just conjure up the image of them. I would encourage you to allow whichever one it is to come to you. You may choose one. You may only have one. If there's not any animals in your life, maybe one from your past, maybe one that tugged at your heartstrings, or that, you're a collective of miniature owls. And all of a sudden, okay, owls are your totem. Excuse me. So just trust that whatever animal shows up is the one that you need to connect with today. I'm just going to lead you through a little guided meditation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up, let me see if I got the right one. Yeah, so I'm going to put this up just so you're not looking at me. And so you're not worried about that. If it's safe and you can, I want you to close your eyes. Find yourself in the most comfortable position that you can. And allow your eyes to close, I should say. But if you're driving or it's not safe, then you can keep them open and still do this work. Just pay attention to what's going on. And I just want you to find yourself in a very comfortable position. Adjust your body as needed as we go through this. And just take some natural, deep inhalations and exhalations. Allow the breath to come in the nose or mouth and back out. It doesn't matter which. And just find your breath and follow the breath in and follow the breath out. Now make the breaths a little deeper than normal, so fill the chest and lungs full. And then after 2 or 3 more of those deep, deep breaths, just allow your breathing to become more natural, more normal. Just a simple, calm rhythm of inhalation and exhalation. One that should feel natural. You're not trying to force it or make it happen. And then I want you to just do an overall body scan from your head down to your toes and fingertips. Just pick up any emotions or sensations or feelings. And now I want you to just imagine or picture yourself in a beautiful, peaceful, calm place or environment. Maybe it's on top of a mountain. Maybe it's by the beach or a pool. Maybe it's in your bathtub with candles lit, wherever it is. First impression, just allow it to be. And know that you are comfortable, you are at peace, you are safe. And just allow that environment without any judging, without any criticizing, without wondering why it showed up this way. Just accept it and let it be. And now I want you to just invite an animal into this place with you. Now, if you're in a bathtub, maybe they're just sitting next to you. Maybe they're sitting on the toilet, as comical as that may sound. If you're in the woods, maybe they're walking with you. And allow this animal that maybe maybe you share a house with, maybe you've known them from the past. Maybe it's a brand new animal. Maybe an animal you've never seen before walks up with you. Trust that that's the animal you need to connect with right here, right now. And just pause for a moment and connect to that animal's energy. Look at their eyes. Look at their skin, fur, hair, whatever. Do they have 2 feet, 4 feet? Are there wings? Are there no feet? Are there scales? And just observe and be curious of this animal that is connected with you right here, right now. And perhaps like many of us, we're wondering what's going on in the world with this coronavirus. And maybe that's not the biggest thing you're worried about right now. Maybe it's finances. Maybe it's your health. Whatever the biggest thing is that you're most concerned about right now, just connect with that animal and ask them, what can you do? How can you respond? What can you learn? How can you cope? And as you ask these questions, whatever they may be, just trust the feelings, the impressions, the words, the knowing from this beautiful animal that is there as a spirit animal, a totem animal, or perhaps even a power animal. Ask them your individual questions, almost like you're asking a wise mentor, a wise teacher. And just trust the impressions you get from this animal or animals that you're communing with right now in this beautiful time and place. Just listen carefully and trust any feelings and thoughts. And take some time to really, really absorb and understand what they're trying to communicate to you. Now spend just about another 30 seconds just connecting in silence. Now take a few deeper breaths now and thank this animal or animals for coming to you. Just send out a beautiful, heartfelt prayer of gratitude and thanks, whether you got or understood or received a message or not. Just them sitting with you and connecting with you is beautiful enough. And as you thank them and allow them to move on their path, just start to take some fuller, deeper breaths in and just kind of do a total body scan from head to toe and fingertips, noticing any emotions or feelings. Make the breaths a little deeper, and the next time you exhale, just wiggle your fingers a little bit. And the next time you exhale, wiggle your toes, bringing more and more awareness back into your body. Now on the next inhalation, lift your shoulders up, and as you exhale, set them down and back, sitting up a little taller. And the next exhalation, just allow your eyes to open whenever you feel most comfortable. Welcome back. Let me know that you made it back. Let me know if anything unique or special came up. Let me know if you got a message and you want to share it. And hello, Janet. I know you came in while we were getting a little quiet. Samantha, glad the elephants and whales have been showing up. That's beautiful. And as you're posting or typing something, hey, Tia. So today, the lady Bernadette King, who did the Arc Animal Tarot, she posted this video about animal messengers and things like that, because she's big time animal communicator, messenger, power person. And she's like, I haven't got anything. Finally, she got something. It was a turkey. So this turkey literally was in her backyard, and she did this beautiful message. And all of a sudden I'm going, oh my gosh, because I was thinking, where did turkey show up? And I remember this morning I was looking for a snack, and I went into the cupboard and got some peanuts, and there's a can of turkey Spam. Never seen turkey Spam in my life. And I'm thinking to myself, earlier this morning, I'm thinking, what has Fabian got turkey spam for? And then once I watched that video, I was like, now I know why. The turkey's still showing up. Oh, Tia, you have the Arc Animal Tarot deck? Yeah, and if you guys came in late, I did a reading, one card from the Oracle deck and one card from the Tarot deck, because I have all 150 or some odd cards, because Bernadette, I got to be, if you have the deck, and the videos that came with it, I taught one of the videos from that when you bought it, you got like 5 or 6 videos. I was one of the teachers with Bernadette. It was a lot of fun. So let me know if you guys are back, if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to dive into the 3 animal readings that I've got going on. And Katrin and Charlie, once again, just kind of let me know that you're out there. And Katrin, I'm going to go with you first in just a second. And like I said, you guys will probably be just till about 7:30, but I'm looking at it thinking, we may be about 7:35. So, Katrin, Scuttle came as a real seagull, but fully him. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. And of course, Bumble came and sat at my lap at the same time. That's beautiful, Katrin. Okay, good. Yay, Tia. That is how you found me. Okay, good. And Janet said, I keep having a strong feeling that I need to foster or adopt a greyhound. You know what, Janet? Here's what I would say to you. Trust that feeling, give it some life, and just say, all right, Spirit, Greyhound, if you're out there, find me, and they'll find you. They will totally find you. All right, Charlie, Bonnie, you guys are both there. Wonderful. Great. So, all right, so what I'm going to do is dive into these 2 readings, and let's see. So here is Bumble. So this is Bumble, and I love this image. And Katrin, you said Bumble Binks. Bumble Binks is 1 year old and is alive. And you said that Bumble Binks is kind of aggressive with another cat. I believe it's Boo. If I get something wrong, let me know, because I wrote everything down. So when I look at Bumble Binks, I get a very relaxed cat, but I get this whole don't bother me issue. So I feel like you said Bumble Binks is 1 year old, but it's almost like, I feel like they're young. I mean, their body feels young, but they get almost like this, crotchety old grandpa kind of energy, like, just don't mess with me. I want to be left alone. So when I get that with animals, a lot of times, sometimes people don't realize, animals come into our lives and they're loners. They just need a place to live. And they're going to hang out in the corner of your house or the attic or something, and you're going to hardly ever see them. They're cool with that. I'm not saying that Bumble Binks is a loner, but I do get the feeling that Bumble Binks really just appreciates their privacy, their alone time, and I'm feeling Bumble Binks is a bush dweller. And cats, if you ever want to learn about cats, just go watch 3 episodes of My Cat from Hell, Jackson Galaxy. He's all over the internet. You watch 3 episodes, you'll know how to deal with cats, because it's pretty much the same lesson over and over and over. His shows are wonderful and powerful. But there's either tree dwellers or bush dwellers, and the tree dwellers go up high. They're the ones who have to put stuff up where they can get up on top. Bush dwellers go underneath the bed, underneath the couch. And I feel like Bumble Binks is bush, so I feel like he kind of goes under or hides under. And as I say things, you guys feel free to type in. So Katrin, type in, let me know anything that makes sense with you. And if it doesn't make sense, you can say, I'm not sure about that. But you need to repeat what I said, because if you just say, yeah, that makes sense, I've already said 10 things. So I have no idea what makes sense, because the lag time is about 45 to 55 seconds. So you need to reference what I say. She wants all the space, a little of and a little of both. Okay, got it. So, and Bumble Binks is female. Yes? So you said she, so I'm assuming. And a lot of times I think females are, if I say masculine energy, a lot of times it's female. Male energy, masculine energy is a lot of times female, and vice versa. Because like Mama Cat, Mama Bear, she explores high and recoups low. Okay, gotcha. I see. So now, then I'm going to put up this other picture, because this is Boo. So I made it so they pop up. So this is Boo. Now, and Boo, when I look at Boo, Boo's got a little bit of kind of skittishness about them. You said Boo is 3 years old. And when I say skittishness, it's like I can see Boo as being the type of cat that if you dropped a pin on the floor, it's going to jump. Bartolomeo is the kind of skittish cat. You know, if there's a noise, he's gone. Sebastian, our Himalayan, you know, if there's a noise, he's like, what was that? And he comes towards it. Like if Bart's in the garage and I open it, he bolts. If Sebastian is in the garage, he heads towards the door like, what's out here? Let me see what's going on. So I feel like there's a little bit of that nature. So that tells me there's a little, I don't want to say high strung, but I feel like there's a little bit of that real, you know, kind of, you know, good energy. Not jumpy, very chill, but only with us. So I'm assuming you mean Boo, because I'm talking about Boo. So make sure you say, so Boo is not jumpy, but very chill, but only with you guys. Let me know if that's correct, because I want to make sure what you're saying is what I'm hearing, what you're typing, I'm understanding. So, but you said, but with us. So is Boo a little jumpy with Bumblebinks? Because it's like there's this energy dynamics. Now here's not intuitive, but here's like an intuitive lesson. If the cats have been aggressive, or there's been, so you said, yes, Boo, very calm and grounded, confused by Bumble's aggression. Okay, gotcha. So if the cats have had an issue in the past, then if they come walking in the room together and you are thinking, oh my gosh, I hope they don't get into it again. That's the image, that's the energy, that's the message that you're sending them. Get into it again. And the challenge is you've got a history of them having aggression or having a moment. And when they come in, you need to catch yourself and go, okay, this is going to be a peaceful, calm interaction. They're just going to walk by each other. Maybe they're going to share a bowl of water together. Maybe they're going to bat a piece of toy around. So you want to send the positive message and images that you want, rather than continue to reiterate and hold on to the story that you don't want. And that's pretty much how you communicate with animals, you know, images and intention of what you do want. And it's funny because when I look back at Bumblebinks' energy, it's just like, it's very, again, seems very chill, very relaxed kind of energy. You said we have been doing all Jackson. You have been doing good. You're on the right path then. Then the next thing I'll say is this, and this is usually my biggest lesson. So Katrin, she hunts him. So Katrin, first of all, let me know how many other humans are in your house. And let's go with that. So tell me the other humans in your house. You don't have to divulge too much information. The reason I'm asking that is because sometimes if she's hunting him, then I might ask you, what human is on the hunt? You know, Katrin, if you're single and you've got someone pursuing you and they come over and you're like, no, I'm not sure I want to go out with you, then they could be pursuing you. You know, and I'll be blunt. If you're on lockdown and Clarence is like looking for something, and you're kind of like, I don't know, honey, you know, he's hunting you. So a lot of times the animals will pick up on our energy. They mirror what's going on. They reflect what's going on. And that's not a bad thing. That's not to say the humans are doing something wrong, but it certainly is something to pay attention to. A good example is someone says, oh, my cat's pissing all over the house now. They're marking everything. I said, well, who are you pissed at? Why are you mad at the world? And they're like, well, I just lost my job and I hate everybody. I'm like, well, the cat's reflecting your energy. So Katrin, if you've been watching Jackson Galaxy, probably a lot of what I'm saying, you're probably trying to put into use and trying to understand. But also, I don't know if this is something new, but, you know, everything that's going on in the world right now, you know, our animals are going to shift, they're going to change because they're feeling that energy. And if you guys as humans, if this has been happening just recently with, you know, everything with the coronavirus and stuff like that, if it's been happening recently, then this could be, you know, a reflection of you guys' worries and frustrations. And, you know, if you're hungry for, you know, a new job and you're contracted labor, or you're not sure if you're going to have a job or whatever, there could be a lot of that energy. And if and when that is happening, then what I tell people is have the conversation with the beautiful images with your animals. Let them know, you know, mommy, daddy, the humans, we're doing all right. We're a little scared, we're a little frustrated, but we're going to be fine. We're going to take care of you guys. You're a priority. And Katrin said, a lot of it seems like she doesn't know our energy yet, or even her own. She is new to us and just got spayed. Okay. So there's a lot of physical stuff going on, the spay, and physical as in she's come into the house kind of new. Let me tap into the new part because I feel like that's a key. So, and this is another thing, you may have done this, but this is a great lesson. If you're bringing a new animal into the house, make sure everybody who's already living in the house is on board, ready for the new animal to come in. If Bumblebinks was coming in, you need to let Boo know, hey, new cat coming, you're safe, you're good. We're just bringing somebody else in, just like we brought you in. Make sure everybody's on board. Have a plan. This is something that I teach. And the plan can be introducing images of the new cat if you know it ahead of time. If you can, let them smell. I'm not saying it's not a bad thing to just bring a cat in and drop them down. But a lot of times it's good to introduce them kind of slowly. And when you're introducing them, the humans want to stay very calm, very peaceful, again, not have that, oh my God, what's going to happen? Are they going to get along? If they don't get along, what's going to happen? Are we going to have to get rid of one of them? If you ever have those thoughts, Boo could be going, well, am I the one you're going to get rid of? Because they're like, they feel energy in, energy back out. Katrin, you said, had her for 2 weeks and been doing all the slow introduction. Good. Maybe someone in our apartment building. It could be someone's energy around the apartment building, but most likely it is just the new environment, the new cat, the new energy. And like I said, you're doing all the right things and it may just take a little bit longer time. It could be just the time because everything I've said, you've said you're doing. So you sound like you've got a good plan going. So, at this point, what I like to say, everybody watching this, whether you're live or in the replay, let's just send Bumblebinks and Boo some beautiful calm and also Katrin and Clarence, some beautiful calm, peaceful, tranquil energy. Let's send them beautiful images of all of them getting along, working as one healthy, beautiful family. And Katrin, this may be where you look into some rescue remedy or some CBD oil. I don't know. You need to do your own research. I'm not a doctor or a vet, so I don't prescribe that stuff. But do your own research and just kind of see. And Spirit just said, also do a little bit of Reiki healing. So if you're not familiar with this, I love to, rub the hands together and just from the base of their head to the tail, and you're just offering them energy. You're not directing it to something specific like be calm, be peaceful. Just allow the energy to go where it needs to go. And if it needs healing, allow the healing to happen. You may think the healing is here, but that could just be a symptom of the root cause, which is over there. So just offer the healing energy to them. And if you're not familiar with tapping, you can do a little bit of tapping on their energy as well, which is really cool. And Charlie said it took a few months for our resident kitties to adjust to the new ones. They all get along fine now. So there's some hope, which is good. Thank you, Charlie, for sharing that. We all like to have hope. So like I said, everybody watching this, whether you're live or the archives, just send Boo over there and Bumblebinks over there. Some beautiful, calm, peaceful energy, but also Katrin and Clarence, guidance, and trusting their own intuition about how to work with these babies as they're all trying to get along in the same house. So I'm going to take the pictures down. Thank you, Katrin, for sharing. And Susan said, imagine yourself giving both of them treats, them sitting in front of you and taking turns. Beautiful, beautiful imagery. So Charlie, I know you're out there. So, Charlie and Bonnie. So let me bring up Katrin. You are so welcome. And Katrin, yes, didn't think of the body work. Love that. And might help her connect with herself and us. So here's something else. And I'm going to type this in case you guys are watching the archives. But I'll tell you. So I typed in Ferris J, Ferris Jay. She's a wonderful EFT person. I've done one video for missing animals, for tapping, but Ferris J has done a bunch of other ones for things like this. But check out her YouTube channel and see if there's some of those that might help you. One day I'm going to get to creating more of those myself, because I believe and you can tap on the animals or you as a surrogate. It's really powerful work. And it's funny because like Sebastian, I can tap on the corner of his eye and he loves it. I can tap on his nose. He's a Himalayan, so it's flat. He loves it. Bart, don't tap the nose. Bart, I can tap the chest and he loves it. Almost all of them, I can tap the top of their head. So I'm coming to Dolly Cat Go Lightly. So this is Dolly Cat Go Lightly. So Charlie and Bonnie. Let me see. Let me scroll up. So I'm looking at this picture, and first of all, I want to make sure that I'm going to just say Dolly. I'm going to say it looks like Dolly did lose one eye. So I'm seeing that. So I just want to confirm that there is a lost eye. You can just say yes, the eye has been lost. And you said 2 years alive and hopefully happy. So it's funny, and Charlie, Bonnie, I know you guys know me very well. When I tap into to Dolly's energy, I literally it's like okay, I'm here, I'm good. Very wise, but some comical energy. It's almost like British humor, where it's very high wit and dry. So there's a lot of wisdom there, but almost like if Einstein were funny, it's like that. Like the humor would come off from this highly intelligent brain. Happy, yes. It's interesting what I'm picking up, and Dolly's got a lot of talk with me. I'm picking up this lightness. I almost want to say find ways to ground Dolly. It's like she wants to be off her feet. She wants to float. It's so weird. There's this floating nature to her. I'm just asking if this, it's almost like if we knew her birthday, I would say she's probably like a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, probably a lot of air because she wants to float. It's almost like I want to keep her on the ground. It's like I'm trying to ground her. It's not a bad thing, but it's like her energy is just not, on planet, which makes me feel like maybe she's got a lot of kind of off-planet alien type energy. And Charlie, Bonnie, let me know if there's anything specific you want me to tap into, because I'm just kind of having a conversation. I know you just wrote down happy, hopefully happy. Definitely feels happy, but again, it's like I can't say she's happy, but she's like, I'm good. I don't know if happy is the word I would use. How would we ground her? One thing, the gentle stroking and allowing her to be, and just set the intention that she would almost like have little roots growing into her feet. But then I'm also seeing, like, it's funny because I'm seeing raw meat with her. I don't know what kind of food you're giving her. If she's on a vegetarian diet for some reason, then do your research, see if meat needs to be introduced. So she had a tumor removed that was eating into her brain, and I want to make sure it's gone. So let me tap into that. This is so weird because I literally went into her brain and her eye that's looking at me literally turned inward, and she's like, yeah, it's gone. And it's like it turned inward and saw the empty space, which is really weird. Like the image that I saw in my head, almost like a sci-fi movie. It was like, inside, looked at the brain and came back out. Can I say with 100% sure that it is gone? No, I can't. Do I feel like it is gone? Yes, I do. Energetically, I do feel it is gone. And the tumor was moved. It was eating into her brain. Was it in the eye? Is that why the eye was moved? And the reason I asked that is because when things happen in our physical body and when, so hard food. So maybe look into, you got to do your own research because I don't know, feeding, animals. I'm just not, that's not my thing. So look into it and see if maybe there's some treats that are more like, like solid meat or something like that you can give her. You said eye and ear canal were removed. So the reason I asked that, because when we have physical stuff going in our body, Louise Hay has taught us our emotions can bring on physical dis-ease. So do your research and find out if there's something you can add to her that's just, I want a little heavierness. I want a little heavierness in her. And, a lot of people who are vegetarians, they're very light. I feel like I'm still, about 40% of my meals are meat, and I feel like a lot of it is to ground me because I moved away from it. I was like, something in me is still calling me back to that. But the reason I ask about where, so eye and ear. So I would say, especially if Charlie was in your presence, in your environment when this was going on, I would just ask, both of you ask, what am I not seeing? What am I not hearing? So it's almost like, because a lot of times we will have problems with our eyes if we're not seeing the truth out there, or we're taking a blind eye to stuff. So what reality are you not seeing? What are you not listening to? If one of you is like, all of a sudden spirit is speaking loud and clear and you're having visions, but you're trying to shut it down, then this could be a reaction to you not wanting to see, you not wanting to hear. As tragic as that sounds, that's not punishment or blame for the humans, because this is why these animals come into our lives, to show us what's going on. They will, to be blunt, they will lose an eye to show us that we're not seeing what's right in front of us. They will lose an eye. They will sacrifice their life to get us to listen. And if anybody listening to this has ever had an animal in their life and they had some issues, and that animal left your life, and another animal comes in later and they start having the same issues, that, for me, they passed the baton. And that baton was, you weren't listening to the lessons, you weren't getting the message, we're passing the baton to the next animal to try to get you to see and understand. It's almost like us going from lifetime to lifetime, dealing with the same karmic stuff, because we didn't learn it last time, so we got to learn it this time. They'll do that for us as well. So Charlie, Bonnie, let me know how that sounds, how that resonates. And those are tough questions. You may go, yes, I know exactly what you mean. You may go, you know what? Let me just propose that message, that question to the universe and see what happens. So, and you said that's so interesting, as in it resonates with you, or never thought about that. Let me explore it a little bit, because that's a lot of my work comes, especially with animals, comes from, what are you not seeing? What are you not hearing? If there's joint pain with animals, where are you not being flexible? If your animals have teeth problems, what are you not digesting and assimilating? What knowledge are you not adhering and bringing into your life? Things like that. I've received it and we'll think more about it. Beautiful. And Charlie, I love your response, because you get it. The way you respond, you're like, I get it. I heard the message. I'm going to see what it's about. Oh, so everybody watching this, whether you're live or in the archive, let's send Charlie, Bonnie, and Dolly some beautiful high vibrational energy. If seeing and hearing is something that we're turning a blind eye and ear to, and this allow them to see, to hear, and to understand, I hope that Dolly would continue to speak and work with, Charlie and Bonnie, and just sending you all beautiful high vibration on your journey, on your path. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So, well, you guys, that's all we're going to do tonight. I just had the three animals that we wanted to work through. If you have any other final question, comments, or thought, type them in now, because it takes a few seconds to get to me. But otherwise, I'm going to kind of bring this to a close in the next about 3 to 5 minutes. And next Sunday night, I'll be doing a mindfulness lesson. And 2 weeks from tonight, I'll be doing another one of these. And all you got to do is post a picture in the event. It's got to be in the event, because that's where I go and gather the pictures and bring them over here. And you got to do it before, because usually Sunday morning, I add them in. Hey, Alice, good to see you. So usually like Sunday morning or something, I add them in. It can't be, oops. I'm trying to delete those pictures. Yeah, so it can't be right at the last minute, because I can't do the show while I'm trying to put pictures over there. Katrin, thank you so much for being here. Susan, thank you. And you guys, I've done a lot of videos over the last 2 weeks. I did a mindfulness about dealing with difficult times, how to have it, experience, enrich it, and absorb it. So go to my YouTube channel. You can see the playlist. If you go to my Facebook pages, you can scroll through and see some of the live videos I've done. Like I said, I did some mindfulness ones. I've shared a lot of them. If you have trouble finding one that I mentioned, ask me. I'll tell you. But yeah, so, all right. No other questions. Thank you for hanging out with me a little bit. Charlie Bonnie, you are welcome. Dolly, you are welcome. I appreciate you guys as well. And usually I say namaste, and now my final sign off is namaste, healthy and safe. Until we chat again, you guys, have a good one. Bye-bye. Oh, by the way, check out my website, mitchellosborne.com. If you want to get a tarot reading that I do on a YouTube video specifically designed for you, on my website, mitchellosborne.com. If you go to the tarot store, there's over 20 spreads that I've got 20% discount off through the rest of this month. And also, you can book a session with me, a one-on-one animal communication session or mindfulness session or psychic medium or tarot card reading. So thank you, everybody. Have a great night, day, weekend, whenever you're watching this. Bye-bye.